Good morning, everyone. So we're out here today. It's July 22nd. Congratulations to family members that are getting married, joining families today. It's all exciting. We're out here checking out our hives. Look how tall London is. Berlin, hopefully we're going to check on that later today once the bees are active. What I'm going to do right now, though, is take out that entrance reducer out of La Paz, because I wanted to make sure that we don't hinder their growth over time. So let's go check it out and take out that entrance reducer. There's some activity right there, so we'll be quick. See, they seem to have been ready for that. All right, what we're also going to do, as long as they're not too aggressive, we're going to check on the feeder system and see if they still need some more sugar water. So let's check it out. They still seem pretty docile. It's still pretty cool. I think we're in the 60s. So, oh, yep, there's still sugar water in there. They're going through it. So that's good. Get our brick back up there. Now let's check the sugar water feeder levels on Berlin here. I'm not even gonna go around front to look. Oh goodness, I think it's time for more. There, that's almost out, and they're eating that patty. You can see that. So we'll go mix up some more sugar water and get ready for Berlin. All right, looks like it's going to be a beautiful morning. Hi everyone. So what we're going to do right now is mix up some sugar water and these two jars right here, and just wanted to let you guys see how we go about feeding the bees. So I'm going to set that down, make sure you can see what I'm doing here. So I buy these big bags of sugar from somewhere like Sam's or Costco. And then basically, you just want to put, we're still feeding 1-to-1, which means half sugar, half water. So we kind of get this about half full. Looks about half full. Doesn't have to be too precise. When it gets closer to the fall, we'll start feeding a little more sugar, kind of 2-to-1 sugar water. And then that will help them get ready for the winter. So then I'm gonna run some warm water. Let that warm up a little bit so that it'll help the sugar dissolve. If the water is warm, it's getting there. Stir it up a little bit. And I'm just putting regular lids on these for now. And then once we get out to the beehive, what we'll do is switch out these lids. You can see it's still dissolving a little bit, but by the time we walk out there, It should be all dissolved nicely. See you out at the beehive. Okay, we're back out here. I've got these two. We're gonna do this without any protection, so let's hope it goes well. Let's hope this isn't one of my first stings of this season. I can hear the army base close by. You can see how they've propolized the edges of this. Glad we got these with some left in there. Okay, lots of bees eating on that, so we're going to go ahead and close that up. That's how we feed the bees. Hey everyone, welcome back to Adrian Has Bees. Apparently I need to do some landscaping work here. I've just kind of let these weeds go, and I'm going to have to mow these or weed eat them or pull them or something, but you know what? We are not doing it in the middle of the day while all these bees are active. I think I'll wait till tonight and just the mosquitoes are out. I'd much rather have mosquito bites than bee stings. So thanks for coming along. We're going to jump into London. As you can see, there's actually 3 of the medium supers on London hive right now. Those are all getting honey, I hope. Berlin seems to be doing really well. I put some feed on Berlin this morning. And La Paz. La Paz seems to be very active in front. I know the weeds are in the way from where the camera's at right now, but we'll get into La Paz and see how La Paz is doing. We put this new box on last week. We'll see if they've started to build out some wax comb there, ready for that queen to be laying. And the big question I want to answer today is, do we have a queen in Berlin? There certainly is some activity there. It seems like it's going okay, but last week I was really disappointed I didn't see evidence of a queen. But I think I may have just been really trying to see too soon. I may have been rushing, expecting that there should be something. So today, if that queen emerged, which we know it did 2 weeks ago, if that queen did emerge and she's laying eggs and has successfully mated, I should at least see some eggs or some larvae within Berlin. If I don't, then I've got to figure out what to do. And I'm not sure what the answer to that is yet. I'll have to do some research and maybe refer to some experts that are doing much better than me. So I think what we'll do first is dig into Berlin and see if we can answer that question, to see if that queen is doing well in Berlin. What they call a hive to be queen-right. So, all right, let's go. I'm going to move the camera so you'll see a different view once I get suited up. I've already got the smoker going. So look forward to seeing you guys soon. All right, everyone. Let's have a look in Berlin, shall we? Give the girls some smoke up the entrance. Just to let you know, coming in. course, we've got that patty right there. Yeah, I already lost my hive tool. How did I do that? There we go. So let's see how our honey supers are doing. They're building that out quite nicely. You can see there's actually some nectar in there. They're building that comb out. There's an area there for some reason they didn't build out, but I imagine they will over time. They've even got some capped cells there, so that means that there's honey in there. They cap it once the moisture content reaches a level that they're happy with. I'm going to get one of these out of the middle here. If I can do so without disturbing the girls as much. Oh my gosh, that's heavy. Yeah. So I'm feeding them sugar water. So this isn't honey that we would take to consume as humans. I'm told that that's not the best to do. So it's good to see that they're storing that up. And I believe that what we'll do is just expect them to have that ready for the winter time. Give them some smoke. We're going to open it up. Okay. Now, what I really want to see somewhere is some... what would be ideal is to see the queen. But in the absence of that, I'd like to see evidence that the queen is around, be it brood or larva. There is nada there. See a lot of honey, a lot of sugar water. That's kind of the middle of that box. That's where I would anticipate seeing something. So, you know what? We'll just go right into the bottom of this bottom box, I think. That certainly got some noise going. Okay, here's where we should see our queen getting busy with any luck. Oh, lots of bees, lots of honey, but not surprisingly, I've been feeding them. I didn't think to get out my frame holder, which I normally hang on the side. So I'll just set that frame down there and we'll go through. That all looks to be bee bread. That looks to be resources. Bee bread and resources. These are the frames that I would hope to find some baby bees growing. But you know what? Does not appear that we have any baby bees of any type. No eggs, no larvae. I don't even see any empty cells that are ready for an egg, which concerns me. So what I may have to do, I don't know if this will work or not, but if I take a frame that has eggs on it out of La Paz, I wonder if they will try and make another queen from one of those eggs. I feel like they should, but man, they've been without a queen for a long time now. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So I believe that's probably what I need to do. Just double check over here, make sure none of these actually have queens. No, I don't. That's all resources there. All right, so it's either take one out of London or take one out of La Paz, and I think I'm going to take it out of La Paz. Although, man, I need to decide quick. Yep, let's do La Paz. Because London, I have way more honey supers to take off before I can do anything. So let's give these girls some smoke. And see if we can find a frame that has eggs on it that we can give as a donated frame. And I just realized you guys are not in, you can't see what I'm doing right now. Oh, I have eggs on this one. So let's double check and make sure I don't have the queen on here. And I think what I'm going to do is switch. I have no idea if this is going to work or not. So this is a frame out of La Paz. Do not believe I have the queen on this frame. She has a white dot on her. So you know what? Let's try it. Hey, life's an experiment, right? You know what? I will put this one full of resources back over here. Okay, so that one's closed back up. La Paz is. Guys, I don't know, man. I'm hoping that that's going to work. But we'll see. I obviously screwed something up. When I did that, we'll keep feeding these girls so that they have plenty of resources. But of course, they're all getting old now because they haven't had any new bees born for some time. So disappointing news on Berlin. But you know what? This is an experiment. This is what we do. Now let's get into big old honey. Like most of those frames are empty, so this should be a relatively light box unless there's just a lot of bees that are hanging out on it. Oh yeah, very light. Very, very, very light. This one, on the other hand, looks to be full of honey and nectar and all good things. So let's we may actually pull some of these frames out and replace them with other frames that I have, that I brought with me just to be ready. So that is a beautiful frame of honey. So that one's coming out. So here's the fun part. What we get to do is brush these bees off. Because I don't want to take bees away, but I want to take the honey. So I use a feather because the natural fibers apparently are kinder to the bees. Yeah, I see lots of drone larvae in there. Put some honey around the edge. Trying to make sure. Oh, you know what? My queen is in here. Look at that. So there's the Queen of London. Oh, where'd she go? Oh, there she is, right on the bottom. Her white dot's kind of fading a little bit, but you know what? Because she's on this frame, I am not going to remove it or shake it off, as Taylor Swift would say. This started out as a vegetable patch. Looks like I've still got some tomatoes in there, but it's kind of been overtaken, and a lot of them are wildflowers. So I didn't want to necessarily mess with them. Aren't they pretty? So these are some of the wildflowers that we have planted in hopes of giving the bees things to eat and to feed on. And I've seen a lot of activity. In fact, I can see some bees in there right now finding different things, along with, uh-oh, there's a dragonfly back there. One thing I've learned since I've started beekeeping is that dragonflies eat bees, which is kind of sad, but that's life, I guess. Oh, there's a girl. Oh, of course, she's a little camera shy. There you go, you can see her. I'm not sure what kind of flowers these are. If anyone knows, please put it in the comments or let me know what it is. I'd love to know, because they've definitely been eating the nectar and collecting the nectar from that. So lots of flowers. Oh, there's an unusual one in amongst the weeds. Oh, look at these up here. lots of flowers. I've mowed some paths through here, but I won't mow the flowers until they start to die off, just because I think it's nice to let them go. I really like these. All right, so we'll find out soon if these girls are making a queen again in Berlin. Let's hope they do.